Alright guys, thanks for watching another video. We're doing the comic book newsstand series, and today we are going to do March 1982 for you 80s kids out there. Let's find out what came out in 1982 March at your comic book newsstand. What was in the pharmacy? What was at your gas station? What was on the news rack? What was on the corner store? Comic book stores are starting to come out, so I guess what was in your comic book shop? So let's find out what came out. We'll take a trip back to the past and we'll check it out. Let's get right into it. We got a lot of books here. We got 2000 AD came out, number 254. This is coming over to the States. Amazing Heroes number 10 on Fantagraphics. So I guess these are reprints, or are they doing new anthology kind of stories? Not quite sure. We got Blake's number 7. Cerebus is out. Look at this. The Aardvark number 36. So it's very even in 82. It's on 36 already. So is this actually a 70s book? Did this start in the 70s? I thought it started in the 80s. So it's already going for 36 issues. We got Doctor Who, Marvel Madhouse, Nexus number 2 on Capitol Comics. So we got some cool publishers also. We got Rampage magazine is showcasing the X-Men, it looks like. And we got Savage Sword of Conan, one of the greatest Conan runs. Savage Sword of Conan number 53 is out, because that definitely started in the 70s, right? And it was still going into the 80s. Star Wars number 155, Empire Strikes Back edition, it looks like. Starburst number 43. And we got Superheroes number 18 on Egmont UK Comics. That's from, we got Warrior coming over from the UK also on Quality Comics. Warzol Gunmage. Look at that painted cover though, looks really cool. On Marvel, looks like a horror anthology, like The Witching Hour or something like that. 1994 magazine number 24 on Warren. There we go. Creepy, right? The guys from Creepy. Warren Publishers showing up. Alright, and then the next two lines here. Oh, we got some cool books. Amazing Spider-Man 229. We got an Archie book. More Archie. Captain America. Crazy Magazine, number 86 on Marvel. They're trying to copy Mad, I guess, right? Trying to do something funny. Just a blatant kind of copy there. We got Doctor Strange, and we got Oh, here we go! G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, number 1 is out. And then we got the Treasury edition is out also. And that's got to be on the left, is on the first one's on Baxter paper, right? That was a big deal. Has a special Baxter paper. Then we got Ghost Rider 69, Laugh Comics number 40. We got Micronauts 42 is a great run. The Micronauts, they got the toy rights, right? Like with ROM and with a couple other things. Micronauts was a great run here. And we got Moon Knight number 20. And Micronauts was what's his name? Who did the Micronauts book? What was that guy's name? Bill Mantlo. So he's and Gil Kane is the penciler here. Wow. So he's got a great penciler on that title. And I thought it was a cool read. I know a lot of people just say it was a cash grab for the toy license that they got. But they turned out to be good reads. G.I. Joe was a toy license. Micronauts, ROM. Those turned out to be good stuff, actually. Savage Sword of Conan number 76. Amazing cover. Look at that. Thor number 320. Captain America, Scooby-Doo and his friends. So we still got comic books that are holding on to the animation. Let's check out the next two rows here. Spider-Man TV Comics 470. Arak, Son of Thunder is on number 10 on DC. Battlefield Action. Oh, what a war book. Wow. Some war comics are still going. And it's on number 75. And that's Charlton Comics. Wow, they're showing up. Still going in the 80s. DC Comics presents Best of DC. They're doing some reprints here. Fighting Army number 158 on Charlton. Another war book. Wow, awesome. Fury of Firestorm number 1 is out on DC. And we got Justice League of America number 203. Richie Rich. So they're still doing comics based on cartoons, which is kind of a cool thing. We don't really see so much of that anymore. Maybe cartoons aren't such a big thing anymore, right? Kids don't get up Saturday morning and watch cartoons, really. Or rush home from school and watch cartoons. I don't know. We have like a cartoon channel where you watch it at any time, right? It's kind of a different thing. We got Richie Rich, Weird War Tales Wonder Woman 2000 AD. I don't know if these 2000 AD books are coming over as floppies or if they're coming over as trade paperbacks or treasury editions. But they're on the news. They're on the newsstands. So far, this is like a great month. So far, like a ton of quality books are coming out. Bronze Age, I mean, I think maybe just super underrated for some of the quality of the comics. We got Archie, Avengers 220, Betty, Bizarre Adventures, Conan the Barbarian 135, Dennis the Menace, Eerie. Wow, Warren's still going with Eerie, that great horror anthology. Fantastic Four 243. Wow. You want to see who's on that? You want to see who's on that Fantastic Four? John Byrne. Okay, so this is one of the great runs. John Byrne is on the Fantastic Four run. That is when it is smoking hot. It's pretty freaking awesome. And we got below this. Oh, we got the Hulk, Incredible Hulk 272. We got Life with Archie, Marvel Tales, Rom 31. I loved Rom. Soft spot in my heart. Rom was just awesome. Uncanny X-Men 158, and we got Claremont. This is right in the middle of the run. Rogue Punching Wolverine. This is Claremont and Cochran is on it. Okay, so we got the big hitters are on this book. Classic Uncanny X-Men here, and who's on the Rom run? Who wrote Bill Mantlo? Okay, so Bill Mantlo and Sal Buscema is doing the artwork. So Rom always had good creative team on there because Frank Miller did a couple of the ROMs too. Didn't he do #1? He did the cover. Let's check out the next two rows here. We got Captain America, Scooby-Doo, Super Spider-Man, TV comic, Batman #348 on DC. Looks like, does it look 80s, early 80s, maybe 70s-ish? Bugs Bunny, look how great those books look. The Bugs Bunny books on Gold Key. Gold Key is still going, hanging on there. Flash #310. G.I. Combat 242 on DC is still going. Ghost Manor on Charlton #63. Gunfighters #73 on Charlton. Charlton's has these classic books, right? They got still doing westerns and war books. Jonah Hex #61 on DC. New Teen Titans, Richie Rich. Let's check out the next two lines here. We got Sad Sack, Saga of Swamp Thing #2. This is right before Alan Moore, right? He's not on the book yet, but I think these covers are actually better, right? I think the Saga of Swamp Thing, before Alan Moore gets there, has the most amazing covers ever. Is that Bernie Wrightson? Is he on the doing the covers? We got two stories in this book. One story is Martin Pascoe, and artist is Thomas Yeats. Who's doing these amazing covers? The second story is Soul on Fire, and this is Mike Barr. Mike W. Barr is on here. It says Dan Spiegel on the artwork. I thought somebody did the Len Wein is the editor, so that might be something too, because it's kind of people always talk about when Alan Moore gets on the book. It is fantastic, but also the covers and the this run is pretty good also of the Swamp Thing. Superman 372. We got to keep it moving. Got to keep it moving. Look at all these Donald Duck books and Mickey Mouse. How classic they look. Really cool, right? And then we got Walt Disney, Winnie the Pooh. Gold Key is still going. 2000 AD. I don't know if you would see these on the rack or if they're just including a lot of UK books here in the States. I don't know if you would see that. Eclipse #6. Archie's TV Laugh Out. #85. Creepy 137. Warren in there. The Defenders. I remember that being so huge when I was a kid. Defenders 108. Defenders really vanished. Nobody talks about it. And then there was a TV show. I don't think it did too well. But I remember that being a big thing, like it rivaled the Avengers when I was a kid, as I remember, if my memory's wrong. But the Defenders were really popular. Famous Monsters of Filmland, #183 is out on Warren, Iron Man 159. Let's check out the next two rows here. We got Jughead, Marvel Team Up, Master of Kung Fu 113, Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man 67. So it's very new. The Spectacular Spider-Man came out, what, 78 or 79? They rebooted a second Spidey title because the first one was doing so well. It took them a while to do that, to have two titles. And I think that came out 78 or 79. So it's still going in the 80s. We got Sabrina, Star Wars #60, and this is volume 1, still going. Marvel. We got What If, Captain America, Scooby-Doo, Spider-Man, Beep Beep, the Roadrunner 101. Gold Key putting out some cool comics, right? They look great. Brave and the Bold 187. At Daffy Duck, Casper, Green Lantern, number 153. The next two lines here, we got Haunted, number 62. It's kind of cool to see like Charlton putting out westerns and haunted and horror books. It's cool to have that diversity, right? Like over here, the Looney Tunes, to see it next to the Legion of Superheroes. And we got House of Mystery, Mighty Samson, Pink Panther, Porky Pig, Richie Rich. The covers look great. Tom and Jerry, it just looks like a great cartoony cover. Everything doesn't have to lean towards realism now. We love those Alex Ross covers now, the realism. But some of the cartoony covers look terrific. Look at that Turok. That looks great, man. Turok Son of Stone. Number 130. Sergeant Rock, 365. Right? That's one of the classics there. That run is still going. One of the great DC runs. Superman Family 219. Let's check out the next two rows. We got Woody Woodpecker, Yosemite Sam on Gold Key, Archie's. Oh, there's a classic Daredevil cover. Daredevil 184. And are we on the Frank Miller? We gotta be, right? Because Frank Miller came out in the 70s. So this has to be the legendary, one of the great all-time runs, right, in comics? Is this, let's see who's on this Daredevil run. This is Good Guys Wear Red. Great title. 22 pages. Frank Miller on the writing duties with Klaus Janson. Okay, so this is it. We are in the Frank Miller run. He's not doing both. He's not doing writing and penciling, but the Klaus Janson run is equally as great. This is volume 1 now, right, of the reprints. And then the second one is when he starts doing it himself. So we are in it. This might be book of the month here. The Frank Miller book, right? Or it might be the G.I. Joe. Let me know what book you think is going to be book of the month here. Dazzler number 17 is, for you Swifties out there, is she going to be in this a little early, right? A little early for you Swifties. This is the 80s. We got Dennis the Menace, Kazar, King Conan, the Hulk. Number 1, looks like they're trying to reboot something, or is it a reprint? Let's check out the next two rows. We got Scooby-Doo, Spider-Man, Action Comics, All-Star, Attack number 35, Detective Comics 515, New Adventures of Superboy, okay, Superman Spectacular number 1, World's Finest Unknown Soldier 254, great title, man. Oh, on DC. They should bring back some of these war comics, right? Richie Rich. Oh man, there's a lot of books though, but looks like not as many as I did a 90s one coming up, and the 90s had a lot of books. All right, let's check out the next two rows here. We have Richie Rich, Tales of the New Teen Titans number 1. Oh, it's the number 1 is out. The book, The New Teen Titans. Cool. We got Ghost Rider number 70, Crazy Magazine on Marvel. It's just looks like such a ripoff of Mad, right? Mad Magazine. Archie, a bunch of Archie books. Amazing Spider-Man number 230. Holy cow! I think it's always in my head that this is the first comic I ever bought off of the rack, because I always remember this comic distinctly, and whenever I see it, memories flood back, and you can smell it. You can smell the comic was like beat up and raw, and the ink print of it. But this is just when I got into comics, when I wasn't even a teenager. I was really a little kid. And it was this and G.I. Joe. But I think this was the first legitimate comic I bought. I remember the Juggernaut was on the cover. And then we got Mad. We got Micronauts, Amoya Moon Knight, Atari Force, number 1. That looks like a cool book. Thor, number 321. And then on the bottom here, we got Spider-Man, Scooby-Doo, Incredible Hulk, number 2. They were trying to, I guess, reprint something there. And Captain America, number 59. So that was the books for early 80s here. This is 1982. And this was a great selection, I thought, actually. But maybe, I don't know. I'm going to go book of the month. I'm going to go G.I. Joe. I'm going to go A Real American Hero, G.I. Joe. This is the Treasury Edition, though. Let's not click on that. Let's click on the real boy, the Baxter paper. Let's click on the big boy. And this is Larry Hama, right? Larry Hama's on this. And this is Operation Lady Doomsday. Oh, great title, man. And Hot Potato is the second story in here. And this is Larry Hama and Herb Trimp. So I'm going to say this is Book of the Month. Let me know what you guys think is Book of the Month here. That Daredevil, the Frank Miller, is great. But I would go, if I was picking the Frank Miller run, I would pick some of the iconic deaths in that run, or maybe the early issues when he first started. But let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I tried to keep it short. Let me know if you like to jump back in history and look at the Newsstand books that came out. And I will see you guys next time.
Get to the chopper!